Hi, I thought I'd do things a little differently today and I would do my program sharing via this clip that I've created using the app Explain Everything. So basically, I'm going to talk to you today about some strategies that I use for differentiation in my classroom. Differentiation is something that I've struggled with a lot, and I have felt that it's something that I don't do very well. And it was actually pointed out to me a little bit ago that a lot of the techniques I used in my classroom were techniques that have been suggested for differentiation. At first I sort of was a bit confused by this. I thought I'm not differentiating. I'm just looking at students that I know aren't performing very well or aren't engaged, and I'm just trying to find ways that I can get them to do some work in class and get them to engage in the activities that we're doing. Or I might be looking for ways to keep students on task while I work with those students who need it. And then I thought, well, that is what differentiation is. So what I'm doing today is just going to show you a few of those things that I use, and hopefully they might be helpful for someone else as well. I use Explain Everything a lot, particularly with my Year 9 classes. I find that it's a really nice way to use technology with a group of students who really enjoy that. I generally create little clips of about 5 to 10 minutes each, and I find them really handy for a variety of reasons. I think they work really well for differentiation from both ends of the scale because they act as a point of reference for students who may need to go back over things, especially when it's put up on Schoology. Then the students can access it at their point of need. I think these clips also work really well for the other end of the scale, so they can be great for the high achievers. They're a really good way to offer the flipped classroom option, so it can give students the concepts or the information that they need, that might be above what you're offering to the class as a whole, and allowing those students to work at their own pace. It provides you with, as a teacher, it provides you with the opportunity to have something that those students can go on with while you may need to be working with a group of students who may not understand a concept or an idea yet, and vice versa. Okay, I popped this cartoon in just for a bit of light relief because you're probably getting a bit tired of hearing my voice. Another reason that I like using the Explain Everything clips is that they allow students to learn in a way that suits their learning style. I have a few students in my class that like to listen and feel that they learn a lot better when they're listening to the information. So I'll often just read out some of the key points and put them onto a clip. I find this particularly useful for kids who may have issues like dyslexia, and have trouble with a lot of reading, and it actually isn't a lot more work. The work went into creating the original documents. Just popping them onto the clip and reading them out loud only takes a few minutes. You've probably all seen this clip before, but I really like it. I'm not sure if you can read it properly when it's blown up, but it says, "Everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid." And up here we have the teacher saying, "For a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exams. Please climb that tree." I don't want to waste too much of your time, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let you know about 2 techniques that I use in my classroom to differentiate. So the 2 I'm going to talk to you about are independent study and the other one is anchor activities. So the independent study is exactly as it sounds. It's a negotiated agreement between the teacher and the student of a topic, goals, and how the knowledge will be shared. In our classroom, we're studying World War One at the moment with our Year 9s, so we're calling our negotiated study a personal study, and it's an area of interest to the students that they will research, and then they choose the way that they're going to share that knowledge that they've gained with the class. Anchor activities are tasks that students work on independently while the teacher works with other groups or individuals. These tasks are designed to be self-explanatory, and they are designed to cut down on instructional time. In our classroom, we use both of these techniques combined, along with some scaffolding. So we have a routine for our Friday morning, for our first lesson on a Friday, where we run a debate alongside the anchor activity of the students working on their personal study, which is the independent study. So 2 teams will be researching the debate topic, and they will be debating that lesson. So we have about 20 minutes that they have to research, a bit longer sometimes. Each of those debate teams are given a folder that has some scaffolded pieces of paper that explain to them exactly what each role in the debate is for them to fill out. So the students that require that scaffolding can use it. The students that don't can just independently work in their debate group. So while that debate's going on, while that debate research is going on, I want to be able to work with either the debating groups that may need some assistance, or with the individuals that are working on their personal studies. They might need a bit of conferencing. So in this case, I've set the independent study up to be an anchor activity. So each of the students have a booklet that has an order of the way I want them to think about the tasks that they're doing, and some space for research. So once again, that's scaffolded for the students who require that assistance, and the other students can complete the first bit and then just take off. I've really found that having that routine for that Friday morning has really helped in making sure that we achieve something with our time, particularly with a group that can be really tricky. So I hope I haven't bored you to tears with my little clip. I'm going to leave you as I started, with this cartoon. I hope that some of the things that I've shared with you today may help you when you're thinking about how to differentiate in your classroom. And I'm really looking forward to hearing what other people have to share.